Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. We are Dr. Dondee Marci Nettles, and we are super blessed to have you in attendance tonight. We are super excited to be sharing the information that we're going to share with you and allow you, if you choose, to share it with others to change the world. So let us get started and share with you how we became to be your presenters tonight, how we became part of this company. So about 10 years ago, when I saw this information, I was a family wellness chiropractor, had been for quite some time, a decade and a half. We had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona, seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week. I was an AM talk radio host on 2 AM stations every Saturday from noon to 1, and just a super committed and passionate educator of health. My entire approach was to help people become educated and empower them to take responsibility and control of their health. Sounds great, looked great, making good money, helping lots of people, but what you didn't know, if you were an observer, is how difficult it was at home, how difficult it was in my personal life, wanting to be a father and having no ability to. My children were born in 2006 and in 2009, and when I saw this information, my daughter was about 2 weeks old. And I had no capacity, no time in my calendar of the 80 to 90 hours a week outside my home, no capacity to be a father. And that sucked really bad. This information that we're going to share with you changed everything for me, gave me the ability to work in my wheelhouse as a health educator, to empower people to take responsibility and control of their lives and be a father. And the best part about this entire thing is I met this beautiful woman by my side, my beautiful wife, Marci. And now we are stay-at-home parents. We help 40,000 people a day in 18 countries around the world. And we do it from home. We're stay-at-home parents, stay-at-home grandparents, and global entrepreneurs. And we help people all the time. That's the opportunity that you have before you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But what about you?
You know what? I am so excited to be here to be one of your two guides to go through this opportunity overview. You know, LifeVantage found me at my darkest time in my life. I've never been a network marketer before this opportunity. I was actually a police officer for almost 10 years here in Arizona. I loved it. It was exciting. I got paid really well. And I was able to make decisions that a lot of people can't make. Like I worked graveyards so that I could be home when my kids got home from school. Yes, I was there when they got home, but I have to tell you and be honest, I was always fully exhausted and not fully present. So I feel like I missed out on a lot of the years of their growing up time. Something else that I learned the hard way was that anytime that you have to give of your services or your ability to help someone before they put a value on it and then write out a check and sign their name so that you can pay your bills, you're never in control. And the reason why I know that is in 2009, I was in a car accident that ended my career that fast. I ended up with a brain injury, several herniated discs that required surgery, and immediately I was no longer able to provide the services to the city that I worked for, which meant I no longer got a paycheck, which meant I started going through a lot of loss. Not only was my brain and body not working properly, I was going through difficulty in my marriage because of financial struggles. We lost a house, and I started getting pretty severely depressed. Had a conversation with my doctor, and I ended up with more prescription medication, which had warning labels on it that said may cause suicidal tendencies. And guys, what I got to tell you is I ended up having 4 suicide attempts before this information found me. So I was in a desperate place, which I'm sure many of you can resonate with that. Thankfully, I had people that loved me and cared about me. And when they saw this information, they thought of me and they got me in front of it. And when I saw that there could potentially be help for my mind, my body, and give me a purpose again, I had hope and I jumped in full throttle. And I am so glad that I did. Dondee and I get to build this business from home. And what he failed to mention is that we're also stay-at-home grandparents. And so we get to have little, Fridays and sleepovers with our granddaughter and all of this stuff from home because we have built a business helping people around the world find out what they want and help them get more of it. So if you're one of those people, we would love to be able to help you. But like I said, we are super excited to be your guides here tonight to show you the ultimate biohacker's guide on how you can take control of your own biology with LifeVantage and create a leveraged income.
Exactly. So let's set the stage for you guys and talk about this new gig economy. If you're not familiar with that term, it's simply the term to describe the side hustle that people have in the beginning date and the ending date that is their employment contract. No longer are big companies having full-time employees because it costs them retirement and it costs them benefits. Now for the employee, what it does is open up opportunities. So if you look at your screen and you look at these companies, Uber, Airbnb, Facebook, and Amazon, what do they all have in common? Well, other than what you might have thought is the obvious, you utilize them all with your mobile device, that's true, but they're also connectors. So Uber connects people who want to go somewhere with someone who wants to give somebody a ride somewhere. And when they make that connection, they get paid. Airbnb connects people who don't want to sleep in their home to people who have an extra bedroom to allow somebody to sleep in. They connect the two, and Airbnb gets paid. Most of the time it happens on their mobile device. Now Facebook connects people who want to communicate to people who want to communicate all over the world. 2.4 billion people every single day. And Amazon connects people who want to shop online and to a company who wants to sell products to people who want to shop online. And when they make that connection, Amazon gets paid. So the reason why we start this discussion tonight is because if you know people that want to have better health with better products, or people who want to have better finances with an extra side hustle, and you connect them, we'll pay you too. That's what this whole thing is about.
Wow. So the world has completely changed in technology, whether it's business or whether it's your wellness. And we can all be connectors of people to this new nutrigenomics market. This is the new wave in wellness, and we are pioneering it. Super exciting. What is nutrigenomics? It's a scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention or treatment of disease. So we're going to be sharing a lot of third-party validation with you tonight, starting with the Today Show. They said the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplement. It's your DNA. Fox News continues. The ability to use nutrition to affect our genes means that we're no longer at the mercy of our DNA. And what is really exciting is that this market is projected to reach over $17 billion being spent by 2023. And you're like, why is it going to grow so fast? It's because everybody, including you, are tired of being hijacked.
So now you may not even, well, you've probably heard of the term hijack before, but never in this context where you're doing it to yourself, because that's really what you're doing. So voluntarily hijacking yourself, what is that? It's taking over something and using it for a destructive purpose. How about the 2 and 3 and maybe even 4 jobs you have now to make up the money that you had with one job 10 years ago? So you're working extra hours, sleeping less, and your body's getting hijacked, and it's just, it sucks. It is. It's what happens to lots of people. Or how about emotionally? When the money's not there and you need it to be there. So you've got this thing called stress, right? Emotionally hijacking yourselves, or biochemically, the foods that you eat, the preservatives, the dyes, the red number 2, the yellow number 7, and all these kinds of things. That's called hijacks, or being hijacked. Well, now you have another option, becoming a biohacker. Now, maybe that's a new buzzword for you, but I guarantee you probably already are one. You just didn't know it. Have you ever been to a restaurant and they say, would you like extra fries with that? And you're like, no, thanks. I think I'll have a side salad instead. If you've ever done that, you're a biohacker. Or if you've ever opted for a protein shake when a chocolate shake sounded better, or an ice cream shake, you're a biohacker. It's literally being able to control your own biology, optimizing your genetic health expression, and becoming the best version of yourself with this thing called nutrigenomics, which, as Marci said, is the wave of the future, and it's simply how research of nutrients and natural compounds affects your genes. Got a wonderful short video for you to watch on 2 technologies that we brought to market in this biohacking nutrigenomics capacity.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called Nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger, naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Wow, I definitely want to look, feel, and perform better. How about you?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we are super excited to be able to share with you a market, or actually a combination of markets, that over $600 billion is already being spent in. And I bet that you're spending money there already. So we're going to be going over the anti-aging market, skincare, hair care, pet care, energy, and weight loss, sharing our products that fall within each one of those markets.
So let's start this discussion at the beginning, where the nutrigenomics conversation began, right here with the Protandim NRF2 Synergizer product, where if you look at the bottom, 5 herbs that when combined together in the exact proportion like a recipe for you budding chefs out there, and what it does is it creates this all-natural reaction in your body that lowers oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. Now, maybe you're not familiar with the term oxidative stress. Maybe we're throwing some new vocabulary words at you. Oxidative stress is simply what happens to an avocado when you cut it open and leave it on the counter, or what happens when metal rusts. It's what happens when the oxygen in the air affects something. But the good news is that unlike steel and unlike avocados, our body fights back with a natural mechanism. This product simply optimizes the efficiency of that mechanism by lowering the oxidative stress in your bodies by 40%, 40 to 70% in the first 30 days. And the studying behind this is impeccable. The National Institute on Aging has shown that this is the only natural compound product ever created that literally extends life. And it does it by 7%. Think about the ramifications of this. And this is not just my opinion. This is approved by the BSCG for elite, collegiate, and Olympic athletes, and the NSF certification for consumable products. It's the gold standard. But maybe taking my word for it isn't your deal. Maybe you want to verify this. Maybe you want to vet it out. Wonderful. PubMed.gov is the website that you can go to do just that. It's the largest repository of published medical research in the world. It's where doctors, scientists, and researchers go to do their research. So if you simply type in the name of that product right there, Protandim, in the search engine, you'll see there's over 26 studies published in medical journals on this finished product and the benefits to the human beings. Done at universities like Harvard and Virginia Commonwealth University and the Ohio State University, published in the Journal of Free Radical Biology and Medicine and the Journal of the American Heart Association, just to name a few. But maybe science isn't your deal. Maybe you're more in tune with what's happening in the world on the media platform. Well, how about NBC News, Wall Street Journal cover story? As Marci showed you earlier on the Today Show, ABC News did a special investigative report, which Marci will speak a little bit more about. PBS did an entire series on this finished product called Health Quest, and Dr. Phil had Donny Osmond on his show that came out with a bottle just like you see there, blue, held it up in front of national TV and said, "I found the fountain of youth." Now, for those of you who are looking at this as a business, the intellectual property that comes along with the patents, you can see at the bottom of the screen, patent numbers issued. Big difference between numbers issued and patent pending. All natural products that are patented That's a first.
Big deal.
Now, let's talk about the second product. And I'm gonna be sharing with you to start the 4 core products, what we call our daily core 4 or our biohacking foundation. The second product in this is Protandim NRF1 Synergizer. It deals directly with the energy of your cells. Do you realize that the energy that you consume every day, 95% of it comes from inside your cells? I'm not talking about stimulants like caffeine from the food you eat, from the energy your cells produce themselves from the mitochondria. Well, how about if we take 5 natural herbs and ingredients, as you see again at the bottom, combine them together in another synergy product, which dramatically increases the energy your cells produce, allows those mitochondria to stay around longer and be more efficient. How would that be? That's called a scientific breakthrough, such that in 2017, it received the Elliott Cresson Award. Big deal, again, approved by the BSCG and the NSF. So let's now talk about your gut, not the one hanging over your belt, the one that's digesting your lunch, okay? So they say you are what you eat, right? No, you are what you digest and absorb. That is where it comes down to gut bacteria, what is being called the microbiome, okay? The brain-body-gut connection. We have to start with a system that digests your food effectively. Maybe you're one of those people, you're spending all kinds of money on organic fruits and vegetables and free-range chicken and grass-fed and finished beef. Good for you. But if you don't have proper gut bacteria, you're just creating expensive waste, and you don't want to do that. So let's start, how does it happen? The system needs to start with the bacteria in your gut. It's why probiotics are so powerful. Let me tell you 2 different reasons why ours is the best ever. The shape of the product is round, so it goes through the channel from the opening of your mouth down into your intestines quick as possible, and it's got a coating on it called BioTract with Wellmune in it to enhance your immune system function. Why do we put a coating? So that the stomach acid doesn't neutralize 96% of it, which is what happens in our competitors' products. So when 60% of our product gets to the final destination, when only 4% does in our competitors, it's a 15 times greater benefit. You're welcome. That's what makes ours so great. Now we talk about Omega Plus. Now, Omega Plus, maybe you guys have, oh, wait a second. That's what crafty people call fish oil to sell it. And I don't discover it until I get home and I take some and I have that nasty fish oil burp. Yeah, I get it. I've been there. I know all kinds of people that have the same problem. But guess what? We fixed the problem, not just by changing the name. This is not creative advertising and marketing to hide the fact that it's fish oil, because it's fish oil. We say it proudly. But here's the deal. How about we start with a GPS locator on the boat so we know exactly where on planet Earth and how deep the ocean that fish was harvested in? And how about we start in pristine oceans? So we're not talking about toxified oceans that you now have to purify the fish to get the mercury out of it. How about starting with fish that don't have any? That's a novel thought.
So good.
And if it was the fish oil you're concerned about or the burping, don't worry about it because it's fresh, which is why we want to know where it came from and when. But we also infuse into it some essential lemon oil to actually stop any trace of fish taste that may be there. So, and I even invite you to chew it. If you chew it and you can't taste it, guess what? You're not going to burp it up later. So that's why, and the content has vitamin D3 to help you absorb it. So better manufacturing, pure ingredients, some wisdom to put in some essential oil of lemon in there and make it pure. There you go. Omega Plus, the best free fatty acid on the market. So there you go, guys. That is our Vitality Stack, our Daily Core 4, our biohacking starter kit to help you with better cellular energy, better cellular longevity and less oxidative stress, better bioimmune system functioning inside your microbiome, and guess what? Better brain, cardiovascular, and circulatory health because of the free fatty acids that are in our Omega product. There you go. Oh gosh, okay, I had to stop and take a deep breath because our Axio product is worth it. Maybe I should, yes.
You know, the Axio.
Let me get refueled on my Axio. So Axio is smart energy. It's not energy like a caffeine substitute. There's caffeine in this, but we also have a decaf version. But let me explain to you what it's not. It's not the jolt and the jitters and the crash from the sugar. It is intense focus and concentration, optimizing all natural ingredients that you add to your bottle of water. You just add it to the bottle of water, shake it up, drink it down, and now you've got clarity, you've got focus, you've got concentration. How about a better mood? It deals directly with the chemistry of your brain called neurotransmitters by optimizing it. That is the super cool part of this. And it's clean. It's low calorie, it's low carb, it's vegan. For the foodies out there, it's BSCG approved again for the elite athletes out there. We have professional athletes drinking this on the sideline instead of the stuff they pour over their head when they win the championships. Free, no artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors. And there is a decaffeinated version. If you know any children out there that have focus and concentration issues, or that you would like to have a better mood, there you go.
I love it. I love my Axio. Oh my gosh. So Dondee just talked about all of the products that we have to offer that help you really in the performance realm, help your body perform optimally. Well, how about now? Let's talk about some confidence products. Let's talk about how you can look and feel better. Okay. So how about this? Imagine using some products combined with a healthy diet and exercise routine. And in a short time period, you can change the way your body works. And you can then pull those nice skinny jeans up without having to lie on the bed and hold your breath to pull on each leg, right? Or imagine this, summer's not over yet. How would you like to be able to get into that swimsuit and feel confident in it? Well, in combination with the Vitality Stack, add in our Physique Smart Weight Management System, starting with Physique Prebiotic. Prebiotic is actually food for the probiotic. It's going to help you feel less hungry, and it's going to help you maintain a balanced blood sugar level. Then you're going to throw in Physique Fat Burn. And by the way, guys, when you call this product in, it's going to go to battle for you, because it seriously is punching away at that hard fat, the visceral fat that's deep inside that even thin people have a lot of the time if they're not taking care of it, because it hides inside. So what this product does is it's going to go in, it's going to break down that difficult fat, and then your body is going to use it throughout the day for energy. How cool is that? Use your own fat as energy throughout the day. And then finally, Physique Protein Powder. This protein powder is BSCG approved. And you have to keep in mind that once you're gonna battle on that fat inside, you have to make sure that you're protecting your lean muscle mass and giving it every opportunity to grow. And that's what our Physique Protein Powder will do. There's 18 grams of protein per serving and less than 1 gram of sugar included. It's going to meet all of your needs to hit the goals that you would like to achieve.
And it tastes amazing.
Right. And then hashtag True Confidence. Let's go into True Science, our True Science products. We have 2 different lines under True Science, the beauty system or the skincare regimen, because it's for men and women. And then also our hair care system. The beauty system, let's talk about clean and green. You want to have clean products that go on your body and green products for the environment, because everything that you put on the outside of your body, you are absorbing it. As a matter of fact, you're absorbing 60% of everything that you put on there. So you want to make sure that it's clean. Our products have been shown to be extremely green with a 2 rating from the Think Dirty app. So if you want younger looking skin, brighter and more luminous skin, how about smoother feeling and better hydrated skin? You need to start using the True Science skincare regimen today. The Nerve 2 activation is going to help protect your skin against all of the elements, not just the sun, and give it the opportunity to activate its ability to heal itself. That's the hashtag True Confidence, True Science skincare regimen. And then our hair. How about this? If you've got this beautiful skin and svelte body, you want to make sure that you've got the hair to go along with it, right? And we all have our own picture of the perfect hair. Well, let me tell you a secret. If you don't focus on where the hair comes from, you will not have a beautiful head of hair, and that's your scalp. So your scalp is so super important, and that is the primary focus of our True Science hair care system. We've actually won awards from Think Dirty for this. Again, we have very clean and green products for you to be able to use, formulated with the NRF2 ingredients. It's going to also protect your hair and your scalp against the environmental assaults. One of the reasons why it's so important for your hair care to be clean is because guess what's on the other side of your scalp? Your brain.
Truth.
Your brain. And so you want to make sure that you do not have additional toxic elements going into your brain that cause so many problems that people are faced with nowadays. So if you're looking to have less hair breakage, increase in hair shine, increase in hair volume, reduction in scalp dryness, let's talk about confidence, right? And reduction in hair frizz, you've got to get the True Science Hair Care System in your shopping cart today. And now for our four-legged family members, you know that Protandim NRF2 for humans, it's been shown to extend life. This product right here, Pet Tandem for dogs, is the only supplement on the market that is formulated to combat oxidative stress through NRF2 activation for dogs. So talk about extending the healthy portion of your dog's life. They go way too fast. Let's extend it for as long as we can, while also helping them enjoy a shinier coat, increased playfulness, more energy, better joint health, hearing, and eyesight. So add Pet Tandem if you've got a four-legged family member to your shopping cart today.
Be the most popular person at the dog park.
Whoa.
So there you go. There is our entire catalog of our biohacking products, from our Daily Core 4, the biohacking starter kit, to our True Science skincare line and hair care line, Pet Tandem, as Marci just described, Axio, our energy line, and rounding it out with our physique weight management line. Biohacking heaven right there.
Yeah, seriously.
So get back to the person who invited you tonight and just simply let them know what level of biohacker you are willing to become, from activating your cells on the reducing oxidative stress end to begin, and then add on whatever you feel is necessary for your life.
All right, so these products didn't just come out of thin air. Where did we start? LifeVantage has actually been around since 2003. We had that Protandim NRF2 Synergizer on store shelves, but unfortunately, or fortunately for us that are the networkers and the connectors now, it didn't sell because it was technology that was before its time. People didn't understand what this product could do for them until an ABC Primetime investigative report aired back in 2005. They actually came in and tried to disprove the science we had, try to disprove the things that we were saying about this amazing synergy of 5 ingredients in this finished product, Protandim NRF2. But they weren't able to disprove it. And as a matter of fact, they have become our best form of third-party validation to date because of the results that they showed on their show. So not only did it show great results, we had $5 million in orders almost overnight, and the phone started ringing off the hook. We started receiving phone calls from all the researchers and scientists around the world that know what oxidative stress is, saying, hey, you know what? If your product truly does what it says it does, we want to use it in our scientific research. So they started using our finished product, Protandim NRF2, and that's where you can, or why you can find all that science that Dondee talked about on PubMed.gov. So because we weren't able to sell a whole lot on the store shelves, because it's new technology, we decided that we had to get this product into the hands of as many people as possible. And the best way to do that is to put it in the hands of people that love to talk and share information, like moi and him, and maybe you too. And so in 2009, we decided to move into network marketing. You can go and check out this whole story we're sharing with you. We've been publicly traded since the very beginning. We're currently on the NASDAQ, and our ticker is LFVN. We're expecting to go into a $1 billion company category in the next few years, all because of the amazing exemplary corporate leadership that we have. Just the top 5 have 100+ years of experience in taking network marketing companies into their greatest success. We're so excited about that. So these are currently the countries that we're open in for business. The top 2 rows, 15 markets, 18 different countries. And as you can see there, we've got Greece and France that are on the docket next. We're super excited for that. And then the bottom row is also a really exciting opportunity. These 6 countries are countries that aren't open for distributors yet, but they are open for customers. So people there can become biohackers by ordering from people like us that are open in another country, have the product shipped directly to their homes so that they can start getting an experience. And by the way, guys, just a personal testimony here. We just got our first customer in Italy, and she got her products in 3 days' time.
That's so cool.
That's exciting. That's smart global expansion right there. So being a first-time network marketer, I knew that I couldn't do this on my own, and I was scared to death. And so I had to find something that had a proven system, a team of people that had already been successful that I could step in with and follow and do what they did to get what they have. I had always had this dream, and maybe you're with me, of having a laptop lifestyle. I mean, I can see it today, just, the pictures on social media all over the place of somebody's bottom parts of their legs, their toes, and a beach or a pool or something in the background, right? It's their laptop lifestyle. This is my office for the day. I loved that idea and I wanted it. Well, with LifeVantage, they have taken it even further. Using social sharing combined with our LifeVantage application, you can actually build an international business anywhere that you have Wi-Fi service or cell service from your cell phone. It's the coolest thing.
Amazing.
It even helps you know what you should do next with each one of your prospects. And it's free with every distributorship. So anybody that joins as a distributor, you get this app for free. So keep in mind, you'll always have the opportunity to connect with a team. You'll be able to use the app, but you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. Our company is really smart in the way that they've created our systematic regional and corporate trainings as well. We just got back from our last corporate event in Kansas City where we celebrated our 10-year anniversary, and they teased us because they said coming up in October at our next Elite Academy in Long Beach, California, they are releasing a third product in the Proteinum family, meaning it's going to be significantly science-based. It's going to be a new technology that is also an activator of your body. Can you say timing? Oh my gosh, you're going to say timing here in just a minute, right? But keep in mind, again, guys, that you can always take control on your terms, but you're always going to have the tools and the resources that you need to be as successful as you want to be. So how about this? A replicated website that is also free with you becoming a distributor. You can share information on the products, on the opportunity, on the company, on what it means to be a biohacker, all from this free website. And they've taken it a step further. How about this? An online shopping portal that makes it super easy for you to help customers check out and become part of your business. You've been talking to a friend or family member about the products that they want to use and they're ready to get started. So you just create a shopping cart for them and send them the link. All they have to do is put in their personal information and payment information and check out. And voila, you have a new customer in your business. Or how about this? Let's make it even easier. You're using the LifeVantage app and you've already got this prospect in your app. So when you do that shopping cart, it's going to auto-populate their personal information. All they have to do is put in the payment and check out, and the products will be shipped out to them most of the time the same day. So super exciting part of the system. So some of the things that we've heard people say is that, you know what, nobody makes money in network marketing, or only the people at the top make all of the money. Well, here on this slide, I want to share with you on the first one that nobody makes money in network marketing. I'm going to disprove that. So we're going to talk about global billions of dollars. In 2011, $158 billion was spent on products or services that was provided by a network marketing company. That amount jumped up to $189 billion spent in 2017. The reason why this is relevant to what we're talking about is that companies on average pay out 40% of every single dollar. So 40 cents of every dollar goes back to the person that shared the information, just like us and maybe you, on the products that were purchased. 40% of $189 billion is a lot of money that's being made in network marketing.
But it really comes down to the timing of your decision. But a couple things to consider on timing, and I want you to pay attention to the two curves that you see on your screen. The first one is the red curve. That's how people deal with change. What does the saying say? We are creatures of what? Which means we don't like change. I don't know about you, that's most people. It's actually 97.5% of people, because if you look at that red bell curve, 2.5% are the innovators. Those are people that like change. Those are the people that stand in line for 3 days to get the iPhone 1 when everyone else had a BlackBerry and told them they were crazy, like me, who walked by the line and actually made fun of them. Because something new coming out, if it sounds too good to be true, guess what? Most of the time it is. So you want to witness someone else's experience. So that happened with me and the iPhone 1. I didn't get the iPhone 1. I waited for the iPhone 2 to come out. And then the iPhone 3, and I'm watching these people called early adopters come on, this 13.5%. They just wanted someone else to have an experience first. And when the iPhone 2 came out and the iPhone 3, the early adopters jumped on board. I wasn't so easy to convince. I'm still loving my BlackBerry until I'm dropping calls, and all these iPhone people aren't dropping calls. I became part of the early majority and jumped on the iPhone 4 bandwagon, and I'll never, ever, ever go back. Why do I tell you that? Because we're creatures of habit. We want someone else to have an experience, especially when it sounds too good to be true, or we want to ask an expert. So people say, well, it sounds good, but I need to ask my doctor. Awesome. Ask your doctor, because your doctor is going to soon be reading the research if they're not already, and they're going to be telling you about it. So cool. Do you get in before your doctor or after your doctor and help make money from your doctor? That's called momentum, guys. When you get involved in the stage of momentum, which is explosive growth, and let me explain. Now look at the blue curve. It's called the business S curve. When you get involved in the beginning of something, where you see it says early, that's where our company is, in the beginning, right? But we just had, as Marci said, our 10-year anniversary. So we're not beginning anymore. Only 4% of companies make it past 10 years, and that's all companies, only 4%. We just had our best year ever in year 10. So, couple cool things to consider. Do people around the world want better health? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Do people around the world want to be connected to other people and connect other people and get paid? Yes or yes? Those two realities point the timing for you. And if you get involved in any business before the asterisk, which is where momentum starts, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. That's what we have to offer you tonight, because where you see early is where we are in the growth phase of our company. We just had our best year ever, a little over 200 million. But as Marci said, we're poised to go to 1 billion, and we'd love to have you with us. So just ask yourself this. When I look at this, you can go ahead, next slide. So how do we get involved? We call it fast tracking with a pack. So just decide, do you want to come in on a sure fast track, or do you want to come in and go part-time because you already love what you're doing? Most people who have other jobs, it's their passion, they love what they're doing, they're looking for more of a side hustle, come in initially on what we call our gold pack, which is, as you can see, it's $650, but I want to point out what it's worth. You get $930 of product alone for $650, and you get a free ticket to our next corporate event, which, as Marci said, is in Long Beach, California, where we're going to be unveiling our third Pro Tandem product. It comes with a lot of the products, $930, the most popular ones, but not all of them. But for people that are looking, that have a side job or are looking for something part-time to turn into something that could be big time and massive, that's where our platinum pack people come in. Most of our business people come in on platinum packs, which is $1,250 for almost $2,000 of product alone. Jeez. Comes with a ticket to our next corporate event, all of our products so you can try them and see the entire repertoire. But I want you to look at the assets category a little to your right. Both of our packages come with the assets of our corporate team, our C-suite executives that literally have decades and centuries of experience in this industry. The production facilities, the quality control, top of the industry, shipping, which can get products to Italy in 3 days, customer service, our website and our IT department that maintain the websites are second to none, advertising, marketing, legal and compliance for your product surety, and accounting, events, and promotion. So you don't have to make home deliveries, you don't have to deliver checks, and you don't have to worry about telling everybody. Our company does a great job of marketing and promoting our business. So question really is this: how do we make money? As they said in the movie, show me the money. Well, think about this. When you were hearing about the products that Marci and I were telling you about, maybe some names or faces popped into your head of people that could benefit from these products. That's going to be your network of customers or network of consumers. How many people do you know that are looking for other ways of making money right now? They're trying all kinds of odd things just to make ends meet. That's going to be your network of distributors. We just simply share information with them and predictably get paid 2 ways. We get paid weekly. You're already used to that. If you have a job, you're used to putting in some time and getting paid for it. You put in some invitations, people buy products from you, you get a commission back. It's to start your profit making early and to get predictable results. We also have something called a launch bonus. So when you enroll people and they turn around and enroll people, you get a bonus from that too, to help you become profitable to start. But the magic of this kind of a business is the leverage, is the royalty income that comes along with this and our monthly commission checks that we get on the 15th of every month. So for example, how that works is, excuse me, when I got involved in this company a little over 10 years ago, and Marci almost 9 years ago, people that we talked about way back then are still buying the product, even though we may not have had a conversation in over 5 or 6 years. They're still ordering the products, and we still get paid every week because every week and every month, these products are consumable and they're unique. You can't get them anywhere else. So they must come to us to get it, which is built in pay structure called royalty commissions. We also have a generational match, because one of the biggest critiques in any kind of business is that people don't help people. We have a commission structure based on helping people. So when you help people and you accept help from people, we all get paid. That's called our generational match. We also have an elite pool that pays the 4 top ranks of our company 4% of global revenue. 4% of global revenue every month is split by the top 4 ranks of our company. It's an amazing thing. And we also love to give away free things like our My Life Venture program. We give away $25,000 gifts like branded Jeeps, as you see there, $25,000 checks, shopping sprees, Rolexes, Harley Davidsons, jet skis, all kinds of stuff. Just take your pick. We love to give it to you. But what it takes is building your business, getting passionate about it. So a question that often people ask us is, how far can we take this? The answer is truly up to you. And as Marci previously mentioned, we're a publicly traded company. What you're looking at right now is a legally binding document called our income disclosure statement, or our earnings statement. I want you to pay very close attention to 2 columns. First, the third one in, our monthly average, if you're reading left to right. Our monthly average would have paid our distributors $12 a month, down to our executive master pro 10s at $123,000 per month. So just take a look at that category or that column and find a number that appeals to you, that you would need to make that much money per month to be able to even focus on this. And then ask yourself this question. If nothing changed in your life right now, and you maintained the job you have right now, let's just say in 5 or 10 years, would you make that additionally every month on top of what you're making? And if the answer is no, I really encourage you to take a look at this, because let me share with you the ones in blue, that you see the rows in blue. The first Pro 3 rank, $636 a month, or a little over $7,000 a year. What would that do for the average American family that has a 2-income strategy that brings in a little over $50,000 a year? Or how about the next one, Premier Pro 5, $2,900 a month, or a little over $35,000 a year? What could that do for the average American family, and how could it bless them? Well, most people who reach that second rank of Pro 5 and the first rank of Pro 3 that I shared with you are going to be Pro 5 within 18 months to 2 years, working part-time. In 18 months to 2 years from now, if you did nothing, would your job bring you in an extra $2,900 a month? That's the power of leveraged income, working with a team and working part-time. Let's take it one more step. Elite Pro 7, $12,000 plus per month, or a little over $150,000 a year. That's freedom income for most families, where mom and dad can both quit their jobs and come home full-time, like Marci and I have done in our Pro 9 business that we've created over the last 10 years. And I guarantee you this, if you would ask me this question 10 years ago, if I did nothing different, would I be making an extra $48,000 around there? I would tell you absolutely not per month. It would not have happened. So this is called leveraged income. But I want to now pay attention. I want you guys to pay attention to the total annual payout, the second to last column. Because as Marci astutely said, one of the biggest criticisms is people say only the people at the top make the money in network marketing. Well, look at the blue ranks again, the blue lines, 8 million, 8 million, 7 million, 11 million, 6 million in between. The vast majority of the pay that our company pays is to the middle ranking people. The average American family is who fits into this. So ask yourself, how far can you take it? And the answer is, how far do you want to take it? And what number stands out to you? Just let the person know who sent you here, and we'll show you how to make that.
Seriously, because the time is going to pass by anyway, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about lifeline options right now. If you have not heard about network marketing before, you have automatically been on the traditional plan. This is where you are born, you grow, you go to school, you get a job, choose a career, go to work for someone else, working a minimum of 40 to 50 hours every single week for about 40 to 50 years plus before you can even start thinking about how you want to live your life. And hopefully you'll be able to do what you want for a short amount of time for the people, with the people you love and care about. Well, it's a broken system because only about 95%, oh my gosh, let me switch that around, 5% of people have the opportunity to actually ever retire in their lifetime on the traditional plan. So now with the information that we've shared with you on LifeVantage, there's this new LifeVantage Lifeline option that we're offering you. Again, the time is going to pass anyway, and you've already been born, learned, grown, gotten a job or a career, and started working for someone else earning a living. How about you make one additional choice? And for the next 5 to 10 years, you work with a team that's already experienced success, doing a proven system to help build a leveraged income asset that is willable for generations. You work for that 5 to 10 year time period, and at the end of it, you can have that goal that you set on the previous screen with the income disclosure. And then you can live your life for the rest of your life, doing whatever you want to do, with whom you want, wherever you want to be, cherishing the time with the people you love and care about, no matter the cost. So that's the new Lifeline option that's in front of you. So keep in mind, you should never depend on a single income. Just like with my experience, something can come along and take you out of being able to provide the service that you normally would. And you always need to know that you need to make an investment of your time and energy, effort, as well as financial, to be able to create that second source. Why not do it with a company that believes this? You know, these are just some of the organizations around the world that we've worked with over the past 10 years, bringing smiles to some of the darkest places in the world, giving hope where there was no hope before. Currently, LifeVantage Legacy is partnered with Families Helping Families, where we raise the money throughout the year from the distributorship, donating their own money at our events and throughout the year. And then we have a group of people that go down to Puerto Penasco, Mexico, and actually build the homes, creating an opportunity for families to have their own house that would never have that opportunity again. So why not think about being part of something bigger than yourself and joining LifeVantage and becoming part of the LifeVantage legacy? So guys, we want to thank you so very much for being here with us tonight. Thank the person that invited you here, and please give them an honest answer. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you fall? 1, absolutely. Send me a shopping cart with the products that I need to get started on to become a biohacker today. Or 10, yeah, absolutely want to get on the products, but I also want to start my business. Let them know. Or if you're not quite to that 10 yet, if you're a 7, 8, or 9, keep in mind this is an earn while you learn opportunity. Let's get you started and get everything into your hands to get you up to speed to feel completely confident in building your LifeVantage business. If you're less than that, or if you just don't see yourself doing this type of business, that's okay. It's not for everybody, but we all know someone it's perfect for. So anybody that you've thought of throughout this presentation, please share their information with the person that invited you to see it, because they deserve to see this too.
Absolutely. So while the trends in the world that are happening on the employment side is increasing from the 40 to 50 plan to the 50 to 60 plan, that's not working. Retirement age moved from 65 to 73. That's not working. Now, think about it from the employer side, globalizing their employee workforce. You're now no longer competing with people in your own town. You're competing with people on the other side of the world for the same job, because most companies are going remote. So if none of those things sound like solutions to where you're at in life, maybe you decided this wasn't for you, but I guarantee you know somebody who's looking, and you may just be the person who bridges the gap of where they are versus where they need to be, and you could be the one getting the credit for it. So thank you for joining us tonight.
Still be a connector.
Hope this information was valuable to you, because there's lots of people that need to hear it. Thank you so much for spending time with us tonight. God bless you guys.
Bye.